Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. So it's very interesting that your main opportunity card has shown up for two different signs already, and it's in the same position as the main opportunity, which is past lives. So there's a theme going on for us all about really having to really undergoing a lot of karmic situations that need to be resolved and let go of some deeply rooted patterns that we may not even be aware of, that it's asking for a lot of acknowledgement and discernment to be aware of them and to find a way to transmute it in a much more healthy emotionally way. So as the main opportunity, you have an opportunity to be aware of some kind of conditioning, of some kind of past situation, and how that is still really holding you back, and how that situation still creates a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity inside of yourself. And this may be a really unconscious situation that you may not even have memory of, because it may have been probably it may have probably had happened a long time ago, probably as a child, probably if you believe in reincarnation in other lives, and you bringing that baggage with you to be resolved. And until you realize this is a pattern, this is an emotional pattern, you'll keep attracting the same type of situations and the same story with different people, with different scenarios, but the plot of the movie, it keeps being the same if you pay attention to it, and if you're really truthful, honest with yourself, and with the way you wire yourself constantly to the same unhealthy situations and habits, because this has to do with attachments, with situations that, even though they are clouded with a lot of illusions, with a lot of deceit, with a lot of unclear sight, we still hold on to them, and we still get really almost addicted to them. So you have an opportunity to be aware of some kind of pattern you have been following. Some fear, some insecurity may come to the surface in a way that you have an opportunity to be aware of them and resolve them. So you may put the final dot on some story that it has been asking you to be resolved. There's a need to be emotionally aware of yourself this week. That's where it lies your main opportunity. Not to be imprisoned by your own fears, by your own over emotional attitudes and impulses, but rather to be aware of them um, in a real clear way, because this is the card associated with the moon. So there's a lot of things hidden. There's a lot of things that you are not aware of, that it's in your unconscious self, taking over yourself, taking over your emotions, taking over your voice, taking over the way you act, because it's the unconscious take over ourselves when it's really needed to be seen, when it's really needed to be dealt with. And this week you can attract a situation where you'll be aware of this real emotional situation, that it's not giving you the freedom to flow with your emotions in a healthy way. Also, your intuition is really highlighted. So your dreams, your intuitive guidance, your intuitive knowing is really highlighted. Trust it, listen to it, be aware of it, because those messages can have a lot of meaning and can have a lot of fruitful um, a lot of fruitful content for you to realize how to handle this past life situation, this karmic situation that you are undergoing through. especially emotional wise. You can be really sensitive this week. So watch for your emotional body, watch towards your emotions, your reactive emotions this week, because they can be a little bit over the top or out of control. And if you have that awareness, you can, when it happens, acknowledge it, question it, see it from different angles without being completely blinded or have a distortion about the situation itself. It's about you really also looking at the mirror and the reflection, and how much that situation has a connection with yourself and with things, your shadow self, and with things you really need to work on that you may have been repressing, forgetting, or just delaying. And I think in your case it's delaying because you know you have the situation to handle. The main challenge is the creator. The main challenge is the creator. So as a main challenge is for you to act upon it. Especially for you, it's to act, because I think you are aware of it. You just have been postponing it. You have been delaying something that you need, that you know that it's needed to be handled and to be really worked upon. So the creator, it creates its own reality. It uses its own vital force, its own potential, creative potential force to create its reality by actions, by implementing that that drive to make things happen the way he wants to, because he knows he holds that potential and that force of creation within his hands. So the challenge is for you to act. The challenge is for you to take charge, to have the authority over your own spirit, over the own things, over your own passions, and over the own things you need and you know you need to do and you need to release yourself from. The creator is about you creating a new reality, a new emotional reality that you know it's there for you, but you have been delaying. You have been um, resisting the idea of participating of your own creative force to make it happen. So the challenge is to be the creator of your life. The challenge is for you to create the situations the way you want. Again, you can take back that shadow self and pour light into it, and you will be creating something unique and different. It will no longer be a shadow, it will be a part of yourself that it has been transmuted into life force, into creative force, where you are kind of your own emotional entrepreneur, where you know how to handle yourself in a much more active, creative, and joyful way, where you just find a lot of contentment and a lot of satisfaction knowing that you have the power within yourself to make the changes and to take the steps needed. You have the bravery, you have the courage to do so. It's just about you shifting your perception and knowing that you have that power inside of yourself to release yourself from this karmic situation. Because in your case, I think you already have learned what you needed to learn from the situation, from this karmic situation. And it's time to let it go. And it's time to implement the changes you know that needs to take place in your own emotions, so you can run with them much more freely, much more lightly, and much more creatively. Also, because the advice card is postponement. So you have been postponing the situation. You have been delaying. You have been feeling like you have no drive or or you have you have you don't have the energy to chase that rainbow and to chase that happiness. So you have been delaying it. You have been putting yourself in the backstage, not participating in your own life, not participating in your own things you need to do. So the advice card is for you to know that you have meditated enough, you have think about the matter enough, and now it's time to act, and now it's time to do things. It's time to take steps to create your life, to create your reality, to get out of that fog, to get out of that over emotional cloudness that is surrounding you, and that it's keeping you from going after what you want and going after what you desire, your soul truly desires, because challenge is a creator. So challenge is for you to tap into your energy, your real strong energy, vital force, your own sun, your own drive, um, your own spirit is wanting to guide you and to push you forward into the direction of happiness and joy, but you're resisting it. So there's an opportunity for you this week, if you want to stop delaying and start creating your life. Start creating the things you want to create, because you know and you will acknowledge that you have the power within your hands to do so, Virgo. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and we'll see each other hopefully next week.